This video is intended to give you knowledge and understanding about serious health issues, how to recognize the symptoms early, take action, and protect yourself before it's too late. Too often, people ignore the warning signs, only to realize when it's too late that something was wrong. Our goal at Next Level Studios is to empower you with information that could save your life or the life of someone you love. Pay close attention because what you learn today could be the difference between early detection and a medical emergency. Let's begin. The most lethal cancer you've never feared. It doesn't come with a lump. It doesn't show up in routine screenings. It doesn't give you much time. Pancreatic cancer is one of the deadliest cancers on Earth because by the time most people know they have it, it's already too late to stop it. It moves fast, it spreads quietly, and it hides behind symptoms that most people ignore. This isn't just another cancer. This is the one that doctors fear, the one that outsmarts scans, treatments, and timelines. And it's growing. The worst part? Most of the time, it starts in silence. What the pancreas really does and why you need it to survive. Most people don't even know what the pancreas does until it stops working. But this small organ does two massive jobs. It helps your body break down food, and it helps regulate blood sugar through insulin. That means the pancreas is tied directly to your metabolism, your energy, your digestion, and your immune function. When it's healthy, you don't notice it. But when it's under attack, everything else starts to fall apart. Pancreatic cancer begins when cells in the pancreas mutate and grow uncontrollably. They form a tumor that starts to block ducts, press on organs, and spread to nearby tissue. But here's the problem. Those symptoms don't usually show up until the cancer is in stage 3 or 4. You won't feel pain, you won't notice a lump, you'll just start losing weight, losing energy, and losing time. And by then, the countdown has already begun. Most people dismiss pancreatic cancer doesn't start with a dramatic symptom. It starts with things you'd never link to something deadly: back pain, loss of appetite, nausea, fatigue, jaundice, yellowing of the skin and eyes. Some people just feel bloated. Some drop a few pounds and think it's stress. Some notice dark urine or pale stool and never mention it to a doctor. But what's really happening is this. The tumor is growing, it's blocking bile ducts, it's pressing on nerves. And while your body is trying to tell you something is wrong, the system tells you to ignore it. By the time you take it seriously, i.e., the cancer has already spread. This is how it wins, by staying quiet until it's too late to fight. There is no standard screening test for pancreatic cancer. No blood test, no scan that's part of a yearly checkup. Nothing that catches it early unless you're already looking for it. By the time you feel symptoms and go to a doctor, most tumors have already spread to other organs. Surgery becomes difficult. Chemo becomes less effective. And survival rates drop fast. The 5-year survival rate is less than 11%. And if it's caught late, that number drops to less than 3. Even doctors admit they often miss it because it mimics other conditions, because it hides deep inside the body, because the system isn't built to prevent it, only to respond after it's advanced. And that delay, it's the difference between life and death. It used to be rare. Now it's rising fast. Pancreatic cancer is one of the fastest growing cancer killers in the world. And the risk factors aren't just genetic. Yes, family history plays a role, but so do things most people live with every day. Smoking, obesity, chronic inflammation, diabetes, high-fat, low-nutrient diets. The pancreas wasn't built to handle constant spikes in sugar, processed food, and toxic overload. And now it's breaking down. Even long-term use of certain medications has been linked to higher risk. But that's not what you're told when you get the prescription. Because this system doesn't focus on the root cause. It focuses on the symptom. What actually happens inside your body. It starts with one mutated cell, then another, and another. As the tumor grows, it begins to block the pancreatic ducts. That slows the flow of digestive enzymes and bile, leading to pain, nausea, and sudden weight loss. As it spreads, it can compress surrounding nerves and blood vessels, causing severe back and abdominal pain. But the damage goes deeper. The pancreas can no longer produce insulin effectively. Blood sugar becomes unstable. Some people develop diabetes almost overnight. Others enter rapid decline without understanding why. Eventually, the tumor spreads to the liver, lungs, or peritoneum. By then, treatment options shrink, and the survival window narrows. This isn't just cancer, it's a full-body breakdown sparked by an organ most people don't even know is failing. Pancreatic cancer isn't just hard, it's brutal. Surgery is only an option for a small percentage of patients, and even then, it's one of the most complex operations in modern medicine. The Whipple procedure removes part of the pancreas, part of the small intestine, the gallbladder, and even part of the stomach. It's high risk, and recovery is long and painful. Most patients aren't even candidates. By the time they're diagnosed, the cancer has already spread. That leaves chemo, radiation, targeted therapies. But none of them offer guarantees. Side effects can be devastating: nausea, fatigue, hair loss, immune suppression, and even after all that, the cancer often returns. This isn't just a medical challenge. It's a race against time. And for many, time runs out before the fight even begins. Why survival rates remain so low? Pancreatic cancer is one of the only major cancers where survival rates haven't improved much in decades. Because it doesn't give doctors a chance. It grows fast, it spreads early, and it resists treatment. It hides behind the stomach. It's hard to biopsy, and it rarely shows up in imaging until it's already advanced. Most people are diagnosed in stage 4. At that point, the 5-year survival rate is almost zero. Funding for research is lower than for other major cancers. Awareness is low, and screening tools are limited. But the truth is, the system isn't built for early detection. It's built for high-cost, late-stage treatment, and that model is failing millions. This isn't just a cancer problem, it's a healthcare problem. Right now, there's no routine test to catch pancreatic cancer early. No screening for the average person, no early warning system. And that's the problem, because by the time symptoms show up, it's often too late to treat, too late for surgery, too late for survival. But what if that changed? Researchers are working on blood tests to detect early biomarkers. Some are studying stool samples, saliva, even breath analysis. There's hope, but not enough attention, not enough funding, not enough pressure from the public to make this a priority. And until that changes, this cancer will keep killing in silence. If we don't demand change, the silence will continue. And more lives will be lost, not from lack of treatment, but from lack of awareness. Pancreatic cancer doesn't care about your age, your income, or your lifestyle. It hides, it waits, and it takes. By the time most people know it's there, they're counting weeks, not years. And the system isn't designed to protect them. It's designed to profit from their suffering. That's the truth they don't want you to know. The truth that keeps this disease in the shadows. But now you know. Now you see it, and now you can share it before it's too late for someone else. Because if this can happen to people with money, resources, and the best doctors in the world, it can happen to anyone. In the next video, we're going deeper into another silent killer, one that's rising faster than ever before. Kidney failure. Click for the next video.